Hello, family. Hello. Listen, welcome back to another video. I had to get this video in today, this morning. I'm just leaving the house of prayer. And so I definitely wanted to get this out to you today because it was on my heart and my mind this morning. I got to thinking about some things and want to give you some revelation here. I mean, you saw the topic, you know, the shocking truth about sex with a narcissist, okay? So, listen, of course, welcome back to another video, the TeaOnNPD and relationships. I want to, of course, invite you to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies, family. To, of course, our new family members, our new tribe members, thank you, and welcome. To our tribe and family at large, listen, welcome back. Thank you, of course, for coming back day after day and visiting my social media resource and finding value in something that I have to say, family. I want to tell you, I appreciate your time. And if you like the content that I am bringing to you, as I say, you know, why don't we let the YouTube community know? And the way that we do that is we simply hit that like button, and it gives our tribe and our family right here the greatest opportunity to grow. Don't forget that we will be live, that we go live every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is our live stream for the channel. All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about, you know, the shocking truth about sex with the narcissist. Listen, it is one of the most, when I say it's one of the most, the thing that I think people talk about most in my, in the emails, in the counseling sessions, you know, I always warn that this is the thing that you want to stay away from. And the reason I say that, okay, and I want you all to listen to me and listen to me very carefully, is that you have to understand something about the act of sex itself, okay? Sex was instituted by the Almighty Creator for procreation, okay? It was also instituted and designed for the married couple. Okay. Now, a lot of times, and this is what I hear over and over across the board, okay, is that it was something just so different about that with the narcissist. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. There was something very different about it. And it felt like some of you all have explained it as it was like something that you had never experienced before. Listen, let me give you some info. Let me school you on some things, okay? It has been described as intoxicating. Well, that's because it's toxic. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's toxic. So anything that you feel is that intoxicating, you have to derive from that there's something so different about it that it would lead me on a search to say, I wonder why this thing is just that different. Why did it appear that way? Okay? Why did it appear that way? Well, because you're dealing with something that is supernatural. You're dealing with something that is supernatural, okay? So when you're dealing with something that is intoxicating in that way, see, what the enemy has to do, that demonic force has to engage every sensory in your body. And remember, you are dealing with demons, okay, that are centuries old. They know your body, okay? You're not dealing with anything that's natural. That's why the feeling felt so like people have described, out of this world or what have you, so euphoric. Well, the enemy has to put you on sensory overload. Why? Because there's no depth or no substance, and there is no connection in the act of it. I don't care if you're married to the narcissist or not. Okay? I don't care if you're married to the narcissist or not. You have to understand that the sensories have to be on overload during the act, because there's no depth and there's no substance. Okay? Now, the reason for this is that the sensory overload this is the manipulation of the enemy. The sensory overload is meant to override, watch this, the connection. See, you get it? You get it? The sensory overload is meant to override the connection. See, the enemy wants you to think that the sensory overload, he wants you to mistake that for a connection. Come on here, somebody. Oh, I'm teaching today. Oh, this is revelation today. Come on. I want to get down to the brass tacks of what this thing is, family. So when you understand that every sensory that you have is being engaged in that act to override the emptiness, then you will see this thing in a totally different perspective. Because I can guarantee you, if you would just give the Most High, just give Yah the opportunity to heal you, to set you free and deliver you. If you were to get with a person that truly loves the Most High, that is totally, when I tell you, living a sold out life for Christ, you will experience something that is out of this world. Out of this world. In that department. Why? Because I'm going to tell you something. The Most High created sex. And if you think that the enemy can ever bring you a feeling that the Most High, the Most High created sex. Y'all created it. But see, if we would just take a moment to have it in the confines and the context in which he instituted it, come on here, somebody, we would have never even had that demonic experience. That experience that seemed like it was just intoxicating because it was so toxic. Yeah. Yes. That's it right there. Because it was so toxic. What you have to do is you got to reframe your mind. Listen, sex with a demonic force was never meant for us. Right? We get into that when we do it outside of the confines and the context in which the Most High, I'm going to go ahead and say, he ordained it. Okay? See, when we get out there and we do it in that way, that right there, it leads us down roads of being in, or lead us down the road of engaging in the very act with a demonic force. Okay? And see, that demonic force is going to engage you on every level of that entire sinful act. And I'm going to say sinful because, listen, most of the time when you're engaging in that thing, it's nothing about love, because they can't offer you love. It's nothing about a connection because they can't offer you that. That's why the sensories have to be in overload, so you can mistake the sensory overload for actual connection when it's not a connection. You were never meant to have sex with a demon. Okay? And see, when you are, that is what you're experiencing, is you're experiencing the euphoric high of a physical action instead of a spiritual connection. Come on here. So, oh, that is cold. That's bad. Thank you, y'all. That is bad right there all by itself. That was so good, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. You are experiencing just that. The euphoric high of an action instead of the connection, the spiritual connection that you should be experiencing during that act. Come on here, somebody, family. I got to put the facts out there so you can reframe that experience in your mind and see it for what it truly was. And for some of you all, for what it truly is. Every time you engage in that act with the narcissist, they are sinking their hooks deeper into you. Why? Because that demon got to eat. That demon has to eat. And every time that demon wants to feed, and that spirit of perversion, every time it wants to feed, that narcissist wants to engage in sex. But see, you know it's a spirit of perversion, and you know it's a demonic force, because watch this. Once that thing gets you hooked, then it starts to abuse you with the very thing that you thought was such a connection. You were on such a euphoric high, a physical high, because it was an act of the flesh. It wasn't an engagement of your spirit. Come on here. It became a soulish thing instead of a spiritual connection. Because the spiritual connection means that the two of you are like-minded. You are walking together. You are equally yoked, and therefore now you are experiencing a spiritual connection of two people that are like-minded, that are equally yoked, and that is, see, you can't experience that with a narcissist. Remember, family, it's sensory overload. And you're supposed to mistake that. The enemy is going to be, listen, y'all already know I need y'all to smash that like button, please. Oh, you know the enemy don't want this to get out. Because see, if you can just change your mind or change your perspective about what it was, family, y'all will drop your toys and walk away. Because a lot of you are still hooked by that. And see, what the enemy does is he replays that 15-second. Yeah, I said 15-second. Yeah, because it didn't go on and on and on like that, except for in the beginning. And then after that, they used it to abuse you by taking it away and giving it to you, and taking it away and giving it to you. Okay? During the devalue stage. They would take that same pleasurable feeling and use it to abuse you. Yes, this is what they do. This is how you know that it's a demonic force. Because what does the Bible say? The Bible tells us that we're not to deny. When we come together in that act for husband and wife, yeah, that part. We are not to deny one another. We are not to deny one another. And if there's a time that we be separated, that we agree that is going to happen, that there will, and we get each other's agreement on that. It's not supposed to be used to abuse you, family. This is what the enemy does. Oh, I don't care. I'm telling it all, family. I need y'all to really hit that like. I need y'all to smash that like button hard. Because see, I'm sick of people going back time after time and getting and actually getting hooked over and over again with this act. It's just a physical act. There's no connection, family. That's why you get up feeling so empty each and every time. And I don't even care if you're married to him. It's still empty sex. The sensory overload is meant for you to mistake that as a connection, when all it is just sensory overload, family. That's all it is. Listen, family, I want y'all to please hit that like button so hard. I need y'all to smash that like button, and I need for you all to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. I wanted to get this message out. I woke up with that on my mind because I'm hearing that a little bit more often. I'm seeing it in the comments. I'm reading it in the emails. I have to dispel the myth, and you know what? When the Most High gave me a deeper revelation on that, I'm bringing it to you, and I'm dropping it off at your doorstep, family. Listen, family, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I just wanted to give y'all this information this morning. I love you all. You all be good to yourselves. You take care of yourselves and take care of each other, okay, family? And I will see you all on the next video, okay? I love you all, and have a wonderful Sunday, okay? God bless you all. Ciao.